Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 16, construction. So welcome all of you to the Max online class today. Students, in the previous classes you have studied about how to construct parallel lines, how to construct angles, and how to construct perpendicular lines to a given line. In this chapter we study the construction of parallel line using alternate angle property or corresponding angle property. So first of all we move to the question, and this you have to draw in your practical copy. On line page you write the question, and on plain page you draw the diagram. And the diagram should be drawn using pencil and scale, and draw straight lines. Don't use freehand lines for drawing. The diagram should be neat and should be level. These things should be taken care when you draw diagrams in your copybook. So students, let us start. The first question, exercise 16.1. The first question is, draw a line parallel to a given line from a point not lying on it using corresponding angle property of the parallel lines. Means we have to draw a parallel line to a given line, and that parallel line should be drawn from a point that is not lying on the line. So how to do it? First of all, we draw a line of length. Given length is not given. So we draw a line. This line we can give name L, line L. And we have to draw a parallel line to this line from a point outside. So outside we draw a point. And from this point, using corresponding angle property, we have to draw a parallel line to this line. Parallel line to L, to this line, we draw a parallel line through this point. So first these 2 points, this axis we join, and here we get another point, that is any point. Here we can give X, and here we can give M, this point. And after join this, now we want to select corresponding angle property. Corresponding angle, if this is one angle, then it's opposite this angle, that is a corresponding angle. So using the corresponding angle property, corresponding angle means both angles should lie on the same side of this transversal line. So using corresponding angle, how we draw that? In order to do that, you set the compass and keep the compass at the point M, and at a suitable radius you draw an arc here like this. Draw an arc, suitable radius. And after doing that, here we can give N O. And you have to measure the distance between M and O using compass. Keep the compass at this point and another end at this point, and measure this distance. And then after, what you do, this point X, here you keep, and at this distance you draw an arc here this way. From this point, go an arc. And measure this distance here, and without changing the distance, keep the compass at this point here and draw the arc here, like this. From here you can P and Q you can give. So here from P you cut the R, then here you got R. And this point X and then this point, then using scale you have to join, that is a parallel line. Here you can give M. Any name you can give, and that means here line L is parallel to line M. Line N and M are parallel. So here you can see we have used corresponding angle property, that means this angle and this angle will be equal. These two angles are called corresponding angle. So using corresponding angle, we have made a parallel line to a given line L. and M. So first we draw a line L and then we mark a point outside. That point is X, and from this X we draw a line and cut this line, and here we got 2 points. And after that we take a semicircle here, the suitable radius, and then with that we make a circle here, a semicircle here, and cut it. And this distance we measure, and that distance we measure from here and cut. And these 2 points we join using line. In this way we can make the parallel lines. I think students, you understood how to make the parallel lines to a given line using corresponding angle property. This is corresponding angle property. Now we will study how to make a parallel line to a given line using alternate angle property. Now, using alternate angle property also we can make the parallel line to a given line. So a parallel line to a given line from a point, not line point, from a point outside it, using alternate angle property. First question, using corresponding angle property, and this is by using alternate angle property, interior alternate angle property. So here, first we draw a line. We can give any name to that line L, suppose, and we select a point that is outside it. Then we can give a point A, and to that point we draw a line. We draw a line here, and then after, at suitable radius, keep at this point, here we make point B. From B, we make it a semicircle and cut the arc here. And then, with the same distance, we take the compass here and keep at point A and draw a semicircle here. This is what we do with extend. And from A, point A, using compass, make a semicircle here. So first of all, we draw the line, put a point outside, and from that line we make a transversal, and then at suitable radius we make an arc here, and with the same distance we keep at this point and point and make a semicircle here. And afterwards we measure this distance between these two points. What's the distance? Using compass we measure it and keep the compass here at this point. Here we can do C and D. So keep a D here, and from here you cut the arc here. Then we got a point here. These 2 points, this point and this point we join, and then we get a parallel line. So here we can write M and right here M is parallel to L. Line M is parallel to L. So in this way we can make a parallel line to a given line using interior alternate angle. These 2 angles are alternate angle and they are interior alternate angle. So using this interior alternate angle property, we studied now how to make a parallel line to a given line. Next question, take a point R 6.5 cm away from a vertical line S. That means one vertical line that line is S. From this S, take a point R 6.5 cm away from a vertical line S. Draw a line parallel to this line S, which passes through R. And we make a point R that is 6.5 cm away from this line. So in order to make 6.5 cm away, first of all we make a perpendicular to this line. Make a perpendicular. So construct a perpendicular line. How to construct a perpendicular line? From here, anywhere we put a point, and then we cut an arc here and here from this. That means from here more than half we take and extend the compass and keep it here and here you make an arc, and from here also make an arc, and then we join this. This is a perpendicular line. We get a perpendicular line, and this line will make it long. to line S, we make a perpendicular line and we draw it, and from here 6.5 centimeter away, take the compass and make a point here R. And through this R we have to make a parallel line to this line S. How to make the parallel line? So from here we take the compass and here suitable radius we make an arc and keep at this point, and here we keep the compass and make a semicircle here, and then using interior angle property, this distance we measure, this two distance we measure by compass and keep at this point and cut this, and then from here you can cut, and then you get a point here, a cutting point. Through this point and this point we can join the line, and that will be parallel. So this is 6.5 centimeter away between R and S. Here you can give any name A, B, C orally, and then these two lines will be parallel. So in this way we can make a parallel line to line S at 6 centimeter away through a point R. So first of all, here we make a vertical line, and then after we make a perpendicular bisector for this 90 degree, and this line we make long, and this line 6.5 centimeter away we make a point R, and then through this R we making a bisector. How to making a parallel? How to make parallel? For that we have to keep the compass here at suitable radius. We make an arc here, and then with the same distance at this point again we make a semicircle, and this distance we measure and keep at this point compass and cut this. At this point you get these 2 points you join together with a line. In this way we can make a parallel line to a given line. I think students you understood it. Students, now we are going to solve exercise 16.2. In exercise 16.2 we will study the construction of triangle. We can construct the triangle using the different conditions which we have studied: side, 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 or side, angle, side, or angle, side, angle, and RHS condition. Using this all condition we can construct the triangle. So how to construct the triangle using different conditions, that we will learn in this exercise. Look at the first question here. Can you construct a triangle with 2 cm, 3 cm, 9 cm as the measure of its side? Give reasons. You have studied that we can construct a triangle only if the sum of any two sides should be greater than the third sides. If it is not greater, then we cannot construct a triangle. Here you can see 2 centimeter and 3 centimeter. If you plus this 3 centimeter, it is equal to 5 centimeter, but it is not greater than the third side. The third side is 9 centimeter. The sum of these two sides is not greater than the third side. Therefore, here we cannot construct a triangle. So 2 centimeter plus 3 centimeter, that is smaller than 9 centimeter third side. Therefore, we can't construct a triangle. So the answer is we cannot construct a triangle. So this is answer. With this given measurement we cannot construct a triangle because the sum of these two sides is not greater than the third side. Therefore we cannot construct a triangle with this measurement. Next question, second question. Construct triangle ABC with AD 10 cm, BC 6 cm and CA 8 cm. So first of all, with this given measurement we make a rough diagram in one side so that we can easily understand which are the sides. A, B, C and AB 10 cm, BC, this is BC 6 cm and CA, that is 8 cm. So these are the given measurement. AD 10 cm, BC 6 cm and AC 8 cm. Three sides are given, means SSS condition. So first of all, we draw this AB, line AB with 10 centimeter using scale and pencil. We draw a straight line here, base AB, that is of 10 centimeter. Make a 10 centimeter line AB, and then we can make any of the sides. First we measure AC. AC length is 8 centimeter. So using compass, you take the compass and using that compass you make 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter you measure, and then after that keep the compass at point A. From this A you have to keep, and at 8 centimeter you have to cut an arc here. In this way you have to cut an arc from A. And next side is BC. BC 6 centimeter. So again measure in compass. Using compass measure 6 centimeter and keep the compass at a point B. Here at this point B you have to keep compass and cut this arc which is previously made here. So here we get a point. That point is point C. And from this point, using a scale, A and C you can join, and B and C also you can join. And here you can write 6 centimeter, here 8 centimeter, and our required triangle is ready now. So first of all, we draw a baseline AB 10 centimeter, and then after we measure 8 centimeter with compass and keep the compass here and draw an arc here, and then we make measure 6 centimeter and in compass and keep the compass at point B and cut this arc. This point is C, join that point using the straight line, using scale we can join it. So the required triangle ABC is ready. Look at the question here. Construct triangle PQR in which PQ 7 centimeter, QR 4.4 centimeter and PQR 55 degree. Here you can see that two sides and one angle given. That means two sides and one included angle given. Which condition? Side angle side condition. Then we have to construct a triangle. Here we draw a rough diagram first, and we write PQR, and PQ that is given 7 centimeter, QR is 4.4 centimeter, and angle Q is 55 degree. 55 degree. So here two sides and one included angle is given. Then how to construct a triangle? First of all, using scale we make PQ, line PQ of 7 centimeter. Make line PQ of 7 centimeter, and afterwards we make the angle 55 degree. Keep the protractor at this point and measure 55 degree. It will be around here, and 55 degree you make, and then join this line and make a long line here. This is 55 degree, and in this line side QR 4.4 centimeter. Measure in compass 4.4 centimeter. Measure in compass. Afterwards you take the compass and keep the compass at point Q and cut the arc, cut an arc here at this point. This is point R, and this point and P you can join with a straight line. You can join it, and here it is 4.4 centimeter. You can write, and now the required triangle is ready. Here you can see that first of all we draw PQ, line PQ 7 centimeter. Then we measure the angle Q using protractor, measure at 55 degree and draw this straight line. And in this straight line we cut 4.4. After measuring 4.4 in compass, we cut an arc, and this arc and this we join, and the required triangle is ready. Next, question number 4. Construct a triangle with two sides measuring 4 centimeter and 5 centimeters, and the measurement of the included angle is 110 degree. So here we have to make a triangle. Triangle name is not given. Any triangle, any name we can give. And here one side is 4 centimeter and another side is 5 centimeter and included angle is 110 degree. That means here it is 110 degree. So it will be like this. Any name you can give A, B, C, and here 5 centimeter. Two sides given, that is 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter, and included angle is given, that is 110 degree. Then first of all we have to draw a 4 centimeter line using scale. Using scale, make a 4 centimeter line and give the name AB 4 centimeter. Using scale and pencil, draw a straight line. And with the protractor, next we make the included angle here 110 degree. It goes around like this, 110 degree, and join this line and this point. This point you have to join with a line. And on this line 5 centimeter, you have to measure in compass 5 centimeter. Measure in compass and keep at point B, and at 5 centimeter distance cut an arc here. And this point, that is point C, and this point C, and this you join A. You join with the scale. Here it is 5 centimeter and here 4 centimeter, here 110 degree. So it is important that whatever measurement is given in the question, that should be given in the fair diagram also. Otherwise your number will be lost. And the name of the diagram also compulsory. If any particular name is given in the book, in the question, that particular name you have to give. And if particular name is not given, here in this question there is no name, but we gave any name as we like. But name is compulsory. This name and measurement should be very important. Without that, don't make any triangle. So first of all, we made AB 4 centimeter, BC 5 centimeter, but before making BC we make a 110 degree angle from point B and then extend this line, and on this line at 5 centimeter distance we cut an arc from B, and then this point is point C, and join C and A, and the required triangle is ready then. And students, the fifth question is a homework. The question is, construct an isosceles triangle whose equal sides measurement is 9 centimeter and included angle between them is 45 degree. So here it is an isosceles triangle. That question, fifth question, you can that is construct an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle, you know that the both sides, two sides are equal in an isosceles triangle. So it is in this way. Two equal sides are 9 centimeters. So first we measure a 9 centimeter line. This is 9 centimeter line, and then included angle is 45 degrees. So from here 45 degree you can measure from this line. Any name you can give. The name is not given in the question. So Q, and this Q is 45 degrees. So measure 45 degree and go with the protractor. And in this line again 9 centimeter. Because isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. If this is 9, this part also will be 9. So from here you can measure 9 centimeter in compass and keep at this point and cut an arc. This is 9 centimeter and this also 9 centimeter, and join this, and this is 45 degree. In this way you have to make that triangle. That question is a homework. You try yourself. So students, today we will close today's class. And today's class we have studied how to make the perpendicular line and parallel lines to a given line from a point outside it. And also we studied the construction of a different edge triangle using side condition and side angle side condition. And two other conditions are remaining, that is RHS condition and ASI condition, that we learn in our next session. So I think that today you understood whatever we have learned. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in Google Meet class. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a nice day to everyone, and do the homework properly. Thank you.